Well, the humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Finds his receiver, Watson. Now inside the 25. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. At their own 29-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now Etienne to start the drive. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Travis Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Stroud looking to throw. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing now is Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 5. From midfield now, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
11.
And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Jaguars at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey, line. Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Stroud. That's taken in by Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
All right.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, 52 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
30 left. Here we go.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Think right. Phil.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
The 45-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Thomas. 22 yards there, a 1st down. He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Soko,
It's complete to Brown, right side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hey, Jupiter.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Texans football to start Q2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
118.
Stroud to throw it. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
On the fleek, right?
Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Mixon again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Red on red. Hey, tomato. Gun. 30 left. Hey, I'm gun. Hurt. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Hey, Ginger, touch. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter, 11.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down and 3. Mixing up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Hey, Lion! Darn, it's a touch! Hey, smash. Hey, I'm gun. Go. Here we go.
Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's second and 10.
Rip, 23. Hey, Ginger, touch. Silver.
A short throw there to Strange. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, kill. 30 left. Hey, I'm gun. Big 13 heavy. Motion.
Now Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
They're on 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting them go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Hey, center. 11, add it.
Lawrence will throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
On the cleat, right?
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
It's 3rd down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 9. A quick throw here out to Brown. No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Great job.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. An audible here to get a new look.
30 left. Here we go.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A 5-yard gain.
Now they'll shift things around.
2nd down at the Texans' 33-yard line.
11, add it. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
13 loose. 13 loose.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Go, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
11, add it. 11.
Here's Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Jags have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. No problem there on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now a 3rd and 6.
All right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's taken in by Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a 2nd and 6. A handoff running left, Mixon. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's That's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Hey, kill. 30 left. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
11.
Now Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a pause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Texans 1st down.
Here we go. 118. What's up?
Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders into line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 118. What's up?
And Chubb will try the middle here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Quick, right? 18. What's that?
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And again, it's Chubb. Breaks a tackle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 35. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Now Lawrence changing the play. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All right, let's go.
A give to Etienne running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Son, that's what it's. Easy. Go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
11.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
11
A gain of 9 brings up second.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And now an audible here into something else.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Sink right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
On the red. All right, here we go. Lay down. Crack.
Lawrence will throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Sink right open.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
Thomas Jr. An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Easy. Read him 24.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got him in, it's Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
That's good.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and goal at the 7-yard
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, Silco.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Jaguars 41. Logan Cook to kick off for
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Here we go. 18, what's that?
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Over.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Under. 19, what's that?
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Ow, good tonight. 18, what's that?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
There we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's first and goal.
For the Jaguars. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
11.
Now Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Tony.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3rd and 14.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Hey, Uno Mars. Making text.
Stroud to throw it. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Lion, they got to punch. Hey, that's your man.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Ryan Thomas Jr. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Texans' 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
Red on red. Same thing. Hey, center. Jack.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And the kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more palatable, as that's how this one comes to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.